Shop at Majestic Supermarket for kind and courteous service. In addition to your grocery list, we also stock perfume and gift sets, household items, over-the-counter drugs, pet food and accessories, footwear, mini hardware items and much more. It's a one-stop shop. We accept TT cards, links and credit card. Visit us at the corner of Little Koma Road and Komodo Main Road, Komodo. Telephone contact 643-94104, Majestic Supermarket.
Welcome to our program, Journey of the Soul Towards a Structured World Spiritually. This aspect of people getting ill and you go into a doctor for a prescription and you take that medication over a period of time. Practically every one of us are accustomed to that. We know about that. But when we begin to look at things, and this is an important aspect of adding value with your life, don't just live. A temporary prescription for the body allows us, once we follow the directions given, for our bodies to become better. But the body does not become infected with anger, no, with greed, no, with attachment, no, with false pride, no. It is the user of the body, the psyche, the soul, the Atma, that is God's child, who gets upset, angry, happy, pleasant, charitable, friendly. So we have many modes which we can adopt accordingly. But like everything else, success in whatever we do, whether it's home, in the kitchen, house, workplace, small job, medium job, big job, it all depends on the energies we create with what we are doing. Respected friends, this world works on energy. The energy I am speaking about is our thought creation. I've used this example many times. You would watch someone you know, who you are close to, and you would say, hey, I know what you're thinking. Meaning that you pick up their thoughts, their vibrations, their attitude, their vision, their facial expression. So all of these are given out by the body? No, it's given out by the soul. And the more we begin to recognize who we are, we move from poverty into mediocrity into becoming rich. Rich of what? Rich of godly values. Time and again you hear me speak of the soul has 36 values. That is not a small thing. And how many vices we have? 5, 6? Lust, anger, attachment, greed, ego, jealousy, and the children of those. So why have we become infected with these lesser vices, just a few in number, rather than behaving, living, relating to others with good energy, with peace, with love, with joy, with knowledge, with respect, with regard, with empathy, with charitable feelings. Every human soul has this. But if you plant a seed and you don't water it and you disappear and you appear back next 2 years or 2 months accordingly, you would not get fruit. The seed would die. In the same manner, the seeds of thought we all have, we should water it with something. And that something is called good wishes, and the generator of good wishes for sustained good wishes is meditation. If you have a generator there for when electricity goes or whatever usage, and you don't start it, it doesn't run. You operate in whatever function, whatever scenarios you have there. But when you pull a generator, particularly in a business where you need electricity, you need power, you need light, the generator becomes an instrument to bring light to the premises, to the business, whatever it is. Electricity. Meditation is one of the most powerful generators for no sickness, no stress, no worries, no jealousy, no bad behavior. But if these have infected humankind for over a long period of time, it doesn't work like fast food, where you eat, you get full and wow, I am cool. No. It takes some time to get rid of these propensities within us. The soul becomes infected with those things. The manner in which we access the right prescription starts with understanding who am I. The ABC of peace, good relationship, success, richness. Yes, rich. You can become very rich. If rich is a misunderstood term in terms of money and so, then you have misunderstood. The soul is an eternal being. This drama of life, it has a run based on entropy law and negentropy law. Simple things. Everything has a beginning, middle and end. And when the end comes, what happens with that drama? All the actors would come on stage. Isn't that what is happening now? Practically every aspect of good, bad, indifferent, ugly, neutral, benevolent, loving, it's on the stage of the world now. So it means that we have to learn the art. I've said this many times, please write it down. Stop, check, change. The production line of wrong thinking is generated right here, your thoughts. It's important to understand, just as our bodies has 5 senses, to see, to listen, to smell, to speak, to touch. The user of the body has 3 faculties. Our mind, which we use to generate thoughts. We are constantly thinking. As mentioned before, if you're thinking too much, it's just like driving too fast and you make accidents. The analogy is, the tongue has no bones, but it can break bones. And by God, we are breaking bones like crazy right now. Insult is omnipresent, whether it's in face to face, whether it's behind people's back. Think about it. But who created this trail of thoughts and behavior and attitude and propensity? Us. There's nothing like devil. No. That term came about in world history some time ago. Yes. But there is something like deity. Devil is a descriptive term for one who is infected with negative behavior, vision, attitude, and all those things. So, in order to start generating more light into our life, the soul has to become aware that it can generate positive energy. Never say to yourself or others, well, this is who I am. No. You are more than that. But we need to step back. That's why when we go to sleep, there is rejuvenation. Silence is a very, very rejuvenating, tonic power. Call it what you want. Yes. A silent tongue holds a wise head. These things were not said to be written and to WhatsApp to people alone. No. We have to ingest it and become like it. Your gift to your Supreme Father, your Eternal Father, is proper behavior. The entire spectrum of godly knowledge is inside of that two words. Proper behavior. So, to be able to generate light energy, we must recognize one thing. This is the soul. Mind, intellect, memory track, sanskar, latencies, call it what you want, memory bank. To change what has accumulated in our memory bank, we need to develop the ability to generate pure and positive thoughts. Herbal medicine. The soul is not the mind, the soul is not the intellect, the soul is not your memory track. These belong, they are the faculties of the soul. So, the change process has to come from the soul. It can't come from your mind. Your mind is the recipient of your feelings and your generating power. Think about it, friends. These things are not rocket science. You can call them godly science. And a parent always provides palatable, tasty, healthy and sweet things for his children. The Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, is the parent being of the 8 billion plus souls on this world. He is eternal parent. So, when we can recognize that, then this aspect of collective energy, again I have said this many times, but we need to be reminded. You go to what is called a holy place, a mandir, a church, a mosque, whatever, where people go and their attitudes are positive, religious, good. There is a certain energy there. It's like a protective energy. You go into a place where it's rowdy, not so good language, behavior, vision, attitude, and energy is created there. So, look at the entire planet now. Do some research. Or else, what is your existence for? To get a job, make some money, get married, have 2 children, and expire? No, anybody can do that. It's important to step back, stop, check, and change. Let's take a short break.
Shop at Majestic Supermarket for kind and courteous service. In addition to your grocery list, we also stock perfume and gift sets, household items, over-the-counter drugs, pet food and accessories, footwear, mini hardware items and much more. It's a one-stop shop. We accept TT cards, links and credit card. Visit us at the corner of Little Kora Road and Komoto Main Road, Komoto. Telephone contact 643-94104, Majestic Supermarket.
Welcome once again. So, we were speaking about stop, check and change. Earlier we spoke a little bit about too many thoughts creates accidents. So, let us shift a little bit into putting a plan in place where we can easily implement into our daily routines a 5 minutes or 10 minutes accordingly, so that the process of change, that seed, that is how we are watering that seed. And this approach to life, to living, does take care of stress reduction. It does take care of learning to better recognize and manage worries. It takes care of managing objectives. Desires are something that has to be managed. You desire this, you desire the other, but then you have to stop flying in the sky too much and start walking on the ground. Because if you do things that would result in the wrong type of return, then you should really take some time and analyze the steps that you are taking in your life. And don't just go. There is this tendency right now, respectfully, for money. No. There has to be a balance. You can't eat money. And the simplest diet, the experts will tell you, is ordinary food. So what's all this big thing about I want this and I want that? Time is telling us something now. It is possible that we should be on a trail of going on the return journey. Every time you go to a funeral, you have very nice talk. Prove it. He has gone to this one, he has gone to that one. You can't prove that. That's a marketing tool. A lot of respect here. Change process upsets people. But if the intentions are good, then we have to qualify ourselves. If you don't qualify yourself, how will you go to meet this Lord and that Lord and this great religious founder and even the Supreme Father? Everything we do, we send our children to school, we study, we work to qualify ourselves for a better house, for a better car. Start walking, jogging around the savannah, whatever, treadmill, for better health. So the qualifying aspect is the jogging, the walking, the going to work, the earning money. And the return will come according to the positive energy, the enthusiasm, the desire and application of not stopping or stepping on people's corns. That is a wrong thing. If you suddenly become this big strong man, lady, and you just go in mashing down the place, we see 1,000 examples of that, of how people have intense regret before death. And you see them, they are all around us. These things have to change. This desire for materialism, and then you hear this big, beautiful eulogy in whatever language, whatever religion. Oh, he was a great man, and he was this, a woman. No. We need to step back and learn to put more insights and create better energies. Yes, because when a war takes place and 50,000 people dies, who is doing the eulogy? Think about that. So whatever you have qualified yourself for, that is where your destination point you are heading to. So let's get back a little bit to how to begin to create the type of blissful, joyous, happy next steps when the soul leaves the body. Take the example of a gardener. If he is planting one type of crop repeatedly, and the local gardeners, they will tell you they have to buy this insecticide, this, that, whatever it is, and sometimes the soil gets whatever, acidic and all that. I am no expert on that, but you hear feedback from people, and then they will implement, spray, treat the soil, plant, whatever, in order to get the best yield. But then there comes a time when they would say, I need to change the crops. Yes. In the same manner, we need to be planting new seeds. We have to change the crops. And dear friends, you can only do that when you are in a body. You cannot do that once the soul has left the body. Leaving the body is an incredible thing, because you don't die. I repeat, you don't die. The body dies. The vehicle expires, so to speak. All the accounts and all the things you have done, no, it is not going to, somebody is going to press delete. No, sir, madam. You will have to face everything you did, or get the benefit, the fruits, the happiness of what you have did. The computer science of God is incredibly explicit. Fear, F-A-R-E, and not F-E-A-R, and very, very transparent. Who has become blind? We have become blind by becoming body conscious. You are not your body. You have never been your body, and you will never be your body. Your body is the vehicle. The soul is the actor. He plays a part for a limited amount of time, and certain things accrue or you're going to loss. There's debit and credit. Simple things. No complication with that. How many people think about that? How many people pursue that? We fall into the trenches of family, of business, of all of that, and sometimes we get caught up so much that you drown and die. Too many of us, we see that happening to us. And success is not about house and car and all that. No, those are child's play which any human being could do. Success has to change now with a better balance. Build 10 houses, have 20 Rolls Royce, even buy an aeroplane. But in your analysis of going along, it's your karmic account you will have to face. You didn't help anybody and help this one. No, no, no. Step away from that. This too bright syndrome is destroying humanity. Stepping back will allow us to slowly regenerate positive energy. That DNA is within us. It is the natural nature of peace. That is why people talk about heaven. A time, place on this earth. That's why when people see you, they say, oh, this one is living in heaven now, because it is connected to earth. Go back in time, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 years ago, and you would find that the world was a better place. So, in terms of time today, let's take a little time out, so to speak, and just experience ourselves and open our hearts, this heart, feelings to Supreme Being, so that we can be watered with the purity of divine love and continual into continuous blessings from God. Let us sit back, sit up comfortably with the awareness of going on a journey. I become aware that I am light, a tiny point of light, eternal being, special child of God the Supreme, in the middle of the forehead between the eyebrows. In this awareness, I recognize that my body belongs to me. I am not my body. I am the master of my body. I decide what I want to do with my body. My own faculties are mind, which generates thoughts, intellect, that part of me decides and creates attitude, very positive attitude and maturity. And then when the action takes place, it is logged in my memory track or sanskaras. With this awareness and a desire to purify my thoughts, to refine my attitude, and to create a natya or sanskars of blessings for myself, others, as well as natya, I embark on a journey with love and thought power beyond this world. I step upwards above the building I am in right now, and I go higher and higher. As I see the country I am living in and going higher, I see this beautiful planet Earth. I keep my focus, my thoughts on going higher, beyond this universe, sun, moon, stars, planets, into a world of golden red light, where there are no bodies, there are no angels, a world of silence, the highest home of souls. As I reach this place, naturally, I begin to receive God's light, the light of purification, the light of softness, the light of pure love. In silence, I fill myself with God's light, and naturally I send this energy way down to my body, my home, my family, my country, and this entire world. This is called Raj Yoga meditation as taught by the Brahma Kumaris, World Spiritual University. Om Shanti. Keep up your practice. Thank you.
Shop at Majestic Supermarket for kind and courteous service. In addition to your grocery list, we also stock perfume and gift sets, household items, over-the-counter drugs, pet food and accessories, footwear, mini hardware items and much more. It's a one-stop shop. We accept TT cards, links and credit card. Visit us at the corner of Little Koma Road and Komodo Main Road, Komodo. Telephone contact 643-94104, Majestic Supermarket.